Memories. Fond memories can do funny things to a person, like my memories in this house. After 3 or 4 years of living here, we're actually leaving it. I'm incredibly sad to be doing so. My goodbyes are pure melancholy. So let's reminisce. In this house, 3 years ago, on August 29th, 2014, I uploaded my very first YouTube video. It was uploaded to a channel I had called ZUD-T, which was a name I had inadvertently given myself while being a disrespectful punk to a teacher. I want to do a very different kind of video today. To say my goodbyes to this house, I'm going to look back at several things from that old channel. You know, I'm quite glad I've moved away from the gameplay on an iPhone style. It's very lame and doesn't appeal to anyone, which makes it a little too similar to myself. The first series I did was called How to Fail at Super Luigi U. It was a Let's Play of Super Luigi U. Don't question my writing. Which had a fairly apt name.
Yeah, so I think I'll just play through, like, the first world or so.
I then did another quite short gameplay series called Super Mario Suckers. It was where a friend and I would play Super Mario Bros. U. I had Brian, the guy who makes my thumbnails, for 2 episodes, Trip, my stepbrother, for 2 episodes, and everyone's favorite guest star, Zeke Bob Joe, for 1 episode. Oh, man, the nostalgia. I swear, it just gets deeper and deeper as I talk. For those of you who may not know, I've known Zeke since we were both 4. I've seriously known him longer than I have any recollection of even existing. So yeah, if I'm reminiscing, he's likely involved somehow. Then I did 4 episodes of Mario Kart 64, called Mario Karted. I don't get the name either. Funnily enough, that video came about because I wanted to play something, but it was completely unplanned. I turned on the camera and had no idea what I was going to be doing. Then I made this promise.
Because, like, we're going to do a thing where, like, every now and then me and friends are going to be playing Mario Kart 8, so.
Which never came true, so I'm just a dirty, vile liar. Then I did my first ever attempt at a review. I played Kirby's Epic Yarn for the Wii and talked about how boring I thought it was. I had bought the game from the late Blockbuster, rest in peace, as they were going out of sale in my town, because I heard it was a stress relief game. And my 15-year-old self thought he was stressed. It's cringeworthy, I know. I played it for a little bit and hated it so much because I thought it was boring because you couldn't die. Then I just kind of played the game and talked about it as I played it instead of doing an actual review because that's the kind of 15-year-old I was, I guess. Then tragedy struck. I got grounded from my games for some reason, I'm sure. No games means no channel, right? Well, apparently not, as I did some horrible videos about a book of weird facts and another one about foosball where I may have been a tad bit racist.
Alright. It's the civil rights foosball because we have the red people fighting for their rights against the white people.
I'm white.
I'm white too.
Wait, what? No, what?
Then Trip and I did a playthrough of a bit of Pokemon Rumble, one of my favorite series on that channel.
Oh, gosh.
This is what I sound like now.
One of my last videos was one where I announced that I was going to get capture software and editing software, which wouldn't happen for another 2 years, and I was going to be switching channels. For some reason, this video is shot somewhat decently. This, of course, was achieved completely by accident. I then had Zeke play through a bit of Link to the Past, which is probably the funniest thing on that entire channel because, well, I have to mooch off of my funny friends because I'm unfunny and inadequate.
Pokemon, a series that has been...
Next up was the last video on that channel. Pokemon My Top 7. Aside from being a clear contender for Most Confusing Video Name 2015, it was also a contender for Worst Unscripted Top 10 Video Ever. I really don't like this video. It showcases my incompetency perfectly. I treated my games poorly, I spoke in sentences that didn't make sense or were poorly phrased, and the whole video just sucks. And that's a wrap. After that, my phone restarted and logged me out of YouTube, and I didn't know the password to get back in. So I created my new channel, at the time called CMcT, which didn't change the formula at all. Then finally, on January 17th of 2017, I uploaded my Top 5 Green Lanterns video and changed the channel name to Thrifty, both of which would set the tone for the future of my channel. And then we get to the here and now, where I have 12 subscribers, all of which I must thank right now. Thank you all so much for watching. Knowing that people enjoy my stupid videos and that I can make a hobby of it is more than I could have ever asked for 3 years ago. So thank you all, and see you next time.